Good afternoon. This is Frank Lee, Director of the Macon County Emergency Management Agency, providing you an opportunity to, first of all, be updated on the inclement weather that is supposed to be anticipated here in Macon County, and also give you an update on where we are in regard to the COVID-19 mitigation efforts in our county. As of today, March 17th, 2021, we're at 1,509 cases in Macon County, 45 fatalities. 45 Macon Countyans have lost their lives in the county of Macon. We've had many of our citizens to terminate life out of our county in nursing homes, medical care facilities, and rehabilitation centers. However, we are at that number, 45 in our county, in regard to since we started tracking over a year and a few days ago. Many people have asked us about the vaccination venues in our county. There are several, and I just wanted to kind of provide you some information on where the vaccinations are being done. Inoculators have inoculated many of our citizens at a lot of venues in our county. A number of our physicians in our county have been able to inoculate patients. Also, the Alabama Department of Public Health, Quality of Life Medical Center, Prime Health Medical Center in Tuskegee, and also CVS Drugs has administered and rolled out a vaccination program in our county. We frequently post the numbers, the websites, and information on how you can call and get vaccinations in our county. We do that frequently. We also provide information daily on radio station WUBZ at 7:15 daily and at 7:30 on Sundays. We would like to also tell you that we have put in a request with the Alabama Department of Public Health to have our first mass vaccination rollout. That rollout will take place on April 1. The actual venue has not been established yet, but we have two sites that we have presented, and we're hopeful that both of the sites will be provided and approved. That will allow us to have two segmented sites in our county for our citizens in West Macon County in the shorter area, and also mid Tuskegee that will take care of the northern end and also the eastern end of our county. We will be continuing to work with the Alabama Department of Public Health, the Alabama Emergency Management Agencies, and all of our emergency partners to make sure that we continue to combat and mitigate COVID-19 in our county. I just want to thank our citizens for doing your part. It's very important that our citizens take an active role in mitigating COVID-19. A lot of times we put the emphasis on law enforcement and police, but we can be our own best police officers by making sure that we police our family members, our friends, and anyone that we come in contact. We realize that the governor of the state of Alabama will be relaxing the mask ordinance, the mask requirements in the state of Alabama in the upcoming weeks. But we are encouraging you to please continue to wear a mask. We're not by any means out of the woods yet. We're still facing this horrendous disease that's taking lives daily in our county. So we're begging Macon County, we're pleading with you, we're asking you to continue to do what you've been doing, practice sound mitigation, to continue to wear a mask, constantly wash your hands, and avoid large crowds and congregations in our county. Unfortunately, we've had to disassemble several congregations in our county, and we ask all our citizens to refrain from planning and being involved in activities that could attract a large crowd. We had an instance last week where a small gathering turned out and resulted into a large gathering. Several hundred young people assembled around Lake Tuskegee, but I would like to report that we were able to disassemble that congregation very peacefully with no incident. I want to commend the Tuskegee Police Department, the Macon County Sheriff's Office, the Tuskegee City Manager, and the Macon County Emergency Management Office and the Office of Homeland Security jointly were able to peacefully disassemble that congregation that could have been and could very well have been a super spreader in our county. We want to just commend all our churches and our faith-based organizations for coming up with very creative means of congregating through virtual broadcasts. A lot of our churches in our county have come up with very creative means of providing worship services through the internet, through various mediums, through electronic media, through social media. This certainly has been a big factor. It's been a contributing factor in our mitigating COVID-19 in our county. So we thank you very much, and we ask you to continue to do what you're doing. We want to thank the pastors and all the administrations of our various churches in Macon County for working very diligently with our office to make sure that we can work to deal with COVID-19 in our county. Well, let's discuss this weather situation on today. Today is March 17th, 2021. We are expecting a very serious weather situation for central Alabama. We're in the period now where we call it a PDS. It's going to be a particularly dangerous situation. We refer to that as PDS, particularly a dangerous situation in regard to weather, where we're anticipating several magnitudes of this storm. The most serious one will probably be between the hours of midnight and 7 p.m. on tonight, which is Wednesday, and we will be monitoring the situation until 7 p.m. on tomorrow morning, Thursday. We're thinking that all of this will terminate and be finished by tomorrow morning, Thursday. But we ask you, as you go to bed tonight, to please keep in mind that tornadoes become very complex during the wee hours of the morning because our citizens are relaxed. They're in the mode of sleeping, and it could very well creep up on you unexpectedly. We ask you, if you live in a mobile home, if you live in an RV or manufactured homes, please utilize our storm shelters in our county. We have several of them. They are located and spread out throughout Macon County. I'll give you those locations. They're located on the campus of Tuskegee University in the basement of Tompkins Hall. Tompkins Hall is the building that houses the cafeteria at Tuskegee University. That storm shelter is open for persons who need to use it. Also, there is a storm shelter located on Highway 49, at State Highway 49, at the Franklin Town Hall. It's located between the Town Hall and the Franklin Fire Department. In District 4, off Highway 14 on Laura Lane, we have a storm shelter there that serves our northern residents around the areas of Liberty City and Notasulga. We have storm shelters in District 2. In fact, we have two of them. They're located on County Road 2 and also on County Road 5 in the areas of District 2. In District 3, we just rolled out a new facelift for that storm shelter that's located on Highway 80. It's at the corner of Cross Keys, Highway 80, and Old Federal Road under the water tower. That is the first in a series of storm shelters in Macon County that will be reconditioned. All of our shelters have been sanitized, and we ask you, if you utilize the shelters in Macon County, to please wear face covering and keep in mind that we're still in a COVID situation, and COVID-19 protocol is expected to all of our citizens. We ask you not to depend on sirens, because sirens a lot of times are impacted by inclement weather. Sirens are not dependable, but they are helpful. On today at noon, we won't have a siren because we never test the sirens during the time of inclement weather. But stay tuned to your local radio station, your local television station, and those of you who have weather radios, we ask you to make sure that your radios are with fresh batteries. Your cellular telephone devices are a good means of keeping up with the weather. Normally, there are interruptions on all of those devices if we have inclement weather. We will keep you up to date, and please keep in mind that we're not out of the woods in regard to COVID-19. We're still fighting this battle. Testing will begin again tomorrow. That's Thursday between 1 and 3 at the Macon County Health Department. Those citizens who received their first Moderna dosage will have their second dosage tomorrow at the Macon County Health Department in Tuskegee, Alabama. Again, this is Frank Lee, Director of the Macon County Emergency Management Agency and the Office of Homeland Security, thanking you very much for allowing me to come with you to bring you just a little information on the upcoming bad weather event and COVID-19 in Macon County. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.